There were times when my siblings would have loved to have dropped me in the middle of the woods and left me for dead. Maybe the fear of legal repercussions stopped them, but I think that truly, no matter how challenging family might be, we typically don't want anything bad to happen to them. Families come in many sizes and shapes. Both of my siblings were adopted, and to this day, I would never view them as anything other than my brother and sister. Ori is part of an adopted family, and he is on a mission to keep his family intact, regardless of the danger that surrounds him. Will you help our luminescent hero brave the darkness and beauty of this new adventure, or will the challenge of this journey make you leave behind Ori and the Will of the Wisps? Welcome back to No Time Gamer, a channel dedicated to reviews and content for the busy gamer. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. The self-chosen family of Nehru, Gumo, Ku, and our protagonist Ori are trying to teach Ku to fly. After some success, Ori and Ku are separated and Ku is left alone and frightened in this strange new land. Many dangers surround them, and it's up to Ori to find his sister and keep his family together. He must brave the decaying yet beautiful forest of Naiwen to save his sister, and along the way, his journey could impact not just his family, but the lives of everyone he meets. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is a great natural evolution of this franchise. In the first game, Ori was like a child learning to live in a large and frightening environment. This time around, Ori feels like an adult, ready to storm out into the real world. He'll meet friends, make enemies, and learn new skills that will help him complete his journey. When heading out into the world, you better not go empty-handed, and Ori is well equipped this time. In Ori and the Blind Forest, Scene, Ori's glowing babysitter, did most of the dirty work in combat. Now Ori must defeat his foes himself. With a light sword, bow and arrow, and a handful of other useful tools, Ori is a swashbuckling, wall-scaling rocket of radiant energy. He is more than capable of putting the hurt on any bulbous slug or fearsome creature that stands in the way of saving his sister. And this is not the end of Ori's newfound improvements. Along with all these tools of combat and traversal, Ori has a number of interchangeable buffs as well. He can get extra health, more energy, better bash, enemy grapple, and a plethora more. All of this makes Ori feel more like a capable adult who learns and develops than a child trying to find his way. And the controls for all of these skills are masterful. You are in complete control of every move Ori makes. Speedy platforming escapes, tricky navigational sections, and epic boss battles can be overcome because of easily mastered and well-tuned controls. No death ever feels cheap, every demise of Ori is at your hands, and every victory is a cathartic release, knowing you helped Ori get one step closer to his sister. But like life, you are not the only one helping Ori on his path. New to Ori and the Will of the Wisps is a slew of NPCs who both give and need help. These characters can provide maps, help improve the forest, or provide upgrades to your skill set. Others help with combat training, or maybe they will provide some orbs for helping them with a small task. These are your new friends in Naiwen. They are part of Ori's journey, just like we find new friends in our journey through life. Some give help freely, while others require payment or reciprocation. All these denizens of Naiwen are a worthy stop along your way, and a few even become essential companions for your survival. This is what impressed me most about Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I was concerned all these new tools, skills, characters, and side quests would distract, or at worst break the rhythm of a complex and satisfying Metroidvania platformer. But all these additions have taken the basics of Blind Forest and enhanced them so well, I don't think I could go back to the original game and not feel like elements are missing. Now there is one thing that is missing in Will of the Wisps, and as far as I'm concerned, the game is much better without it. In Ori and the Blind Forest, custom save spots could be created by using Ori's blue energy. It made for a frustrating checkpointing system, especially if you didn't know what you were diving into. This time, it's left out and the game is all the better for it. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is the perfect evolution of a franchise and a wonderful metaphor for our development from childhood to adulthood. The game builds in complexity as you go, throwing new challenges your way, but you are given what you need to face these challenges head on. It also builds an emotional story that emphasizes the importance of connection, friendship, and most important, family, no matter how your family is structured. And speaking of family and awkward transitions, if you happen to be supporting a few light trolls at home, Ori and the Will of the Wisps is a wonderful game. It has a great message of family, embracing differences, and having the courage to face the darkness to keep your family safe. Young kids will absolutely struggle with the challenge of this game, but love the story and visuals. Experienced digital adventurers will love the difficulty and the feeling of overcoming it. Plus, it's a totally safe game to be shared any time of the day or night, so you don't need to wait for seclusion to enjoy the game. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is a fantastic adventure. Its art style is beautiful, the story is emotional, and the challenge is difficult but completely fair. This is the perfect follow-up to Ori and the Blind Forest. The new additions enhance the strong platforming built from the original and take it to a place that allows stressful segments to resolve into satisfying victory. I love this game. I felt its familial story. I underwent the catharsis of victory. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is time well spent. Let us know in the comments if you are going to play Ori and the Will of the Wisps. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. Also, please consider supporting us on Patreon by clicking on the link in the description.